We're live. Welcome.
Hello.
How are you?
Doing pretty good.
I'm Will. That's Lige.
Yes, sir.
This is Critically Average,
Mm-hmm.
where the viewer is special, but we're average. And that's why you listen to us.
Yes. I was about to say, what episode is this? 26.
This is 26. You know what that means?
Half a year.
Half a year.
I know.
So
I didn't think
26
about
more of these, and we'll have done this for, well, technically 24 more, but 26, and we'll have a full 52 weeks, 1 year of episodes out.
Yep.
Cool. You can catch the podcast on Stitcher, Spotify, YouTube's, iTunes, and Castos, and on Twitter at Podcast Average, and on Facebook by typing in Critically Average in the search bar and hitting enter. Do it! Okay.
You're very energetic this episode.
I'm trying to be.
Good. Considering you just got off
'Cause
work,
I'm
that's
fucking
good.
tired as hell, dog. Let me tell you.
You're on a-
I'm at that point. You ever get to that point where you're so tired that you're like energetic?
Yep.
I'm there.
Yep.
Okay, brother. I've got some interesting, not really movie news, but I thought I'd tell you about it this week
Okay.
because I think it's funny as hell.
Oh, boy.
Okay. So, the U.S. is thinking about putting a law in place where electric cars have to make noises because they're so quiet.
Okay.
So, under 30 miles per hour, the car will have to make a consistent noise like an engine or something. Now, the difference is that noise is not regulated. So, Tesla can have their noise. I see your mind is turning, okay? Guess who?
Elon Musk.
No. Guess who? I think it's Chevy. No. Volt. What's the Volt?
Chevy.
The Chevy Volt. Guess who the Chevy Volt? I could be wrong there, but one of the car companies. Guess who they are collaborating with to make the noise for their electric car?
First thing that came to mind was like Skrillex.
You're pretty damn close.
Diplo?
Okay, go back about in the same vein, like kind
Okay.
of techno weird
Daft Punk?
music. Hold on.
Oh.
Go back to like the 90s.
Oh. It's not Daft Punk?
No.
Oh. Back in the 90s? Oh, man. I
They're
don't know.
not really known for being techno, but they definitely did some more EDM style music
okay.
before it was popular.
I don't know. Who?
They had a white rapper in their group.
Run DMC?
No.
Who the
Fucking Linkin Park.
Oh. Jeez. I should have guessed when you said had.
You know the last thing Linkin Park did?
They did a song
They've
before
made
Chester
every
passed
single
away.
soundtrack for the Transformers
Yeah.
movies.
Well, they made a song right before Chester passed away.
Chester.
The white guy.
Oh. Okay. Wow, you know the white guy's name?
Chester. Betting
Chester.
something field. Yeah,
Oh, yeah, you're right. I thought that was hysterical.
that's funny. All right, real quick.
'Cause I remember-
You're making a car and you had to make a noise. Who would you get to make the noise for you? Doesn't have to be a musician. Probably it'd be
It's
a
a great
Vine.
question.
Like some
Mm.
Vine quote.
No. I would get, probably Daft Punk.
Really?
Now yeah, because their music is a lot of like noises that I could totally see coming out of an electric car. Do you know what I'm saying?
I got you. See, I'm not thinking practical at all.
Oh,
I
you're
would just do it
thinking off the balls of the wall.
just to scare people out of the way or something.
There was one I was gonna play it, but it's kind of like there's one. It sounds like a train, like the that probably came off way too loud, but it sounds like that, but like
Like an actual train?
you know, have you ever watched Stranger Things?
Some.
It would seem like it would come from the upside down. Like it's
Oh.
demented
Oh,
and
okay.
fucked up. And it gave me chills down my spine. I'm like, I don't want to be walking down the street and be freaked out. Like, what is coming? You know what I mean? If this law goes through, it's just going to be pandemonium on the roads.
Right.
Everywhere you go, you'll be like, what is going on? Just make it an engine noise. You know? Just make it like a whirring. Like a...
yeah.
You know, like an electric...
Mm-hmm.
All right.
I mean, you can add like a deer whistle to a car. Like, it's not that hard to do.
Yeah, but you kind
a
of
human
need, you
can't
need
hear that.
exhaust to do that
Oh.
because it goes through the exhaust pipe,
That's true.
right? Okay. enough about electric cars. Let's get into actual movie news.
Okay.
Us,
The movie.
which I really want to see, but I
don't.
can't get myself to go.
I'm scared.
I'll see it where I can turn it off if it gets too scary, but I'm not forcing myself into a dark room with other people and watching that shit.
Fair enough.
But it has the largest original movie opening of all time.
Cool.
It's pretty cool.
It's not surprising, but...
And guess what? Locally...
Uh-oh. What?
Locally, at our local movie theater, during an Us
Premiere?
screening, a guy shot another individual
Nice.
because of assigned seating.
Nice.
Yeah, we live in the greatest place. Now, luckily, he shot the guy in the foot, so he's not dead. But I don't. So, boys and girls, if you're in your assigned seat and someone's giving you a lot of grief over it, just get up and go talk to the manager. They'll probably give you free popcorn for it. Okay? Let's not shoot each other.
Yeah.
All right?
Yeah.
Moving on. But that's cool. I think that's cool because I really like Jordan Peele, and I think he makes really good movies. And I'm sure Us is like incredible. Not watching it in the theater.
Yeah, no thanks.
Looks creepy.
Yeah.
All right. Do you want to see Hellboy?
No.
Okay. Don't you like the other two?
No.
No? Is that who's the guy that likes the Hellboy movies?
Mm-hmm.
Is it Cameron?
That was my first guess.
Is it Cameron?
Probably.
Okay, Cameron was one of our friends. Okay. Sorry. For some odd reason I knew one of us four that watched movies liked the Hellboy movies. So I was like wondering if you were like all about that. Have you seen the trailer for it?
Well, the trailer. I was about to say the trailer just gave away the whole story anyway.
It
so.
looks redonkulous. And I can't stop. I've seen a lot of. I've watched all of Stranger Things, and I can't stop seeing him. Like he's the sheriff from Stranger Things is that guy, Hellboy.
Okay. Yeah, that's the thing. Like some people are like, it's like every time we see John Krasinski, it's like that's Jim Halpert. You know.
Yeah.
You can't picture him in something else sometimes.
I think it was because it was so quickly just the other side. He's like a normal white dude, and then he's in Hellboy, and he's painted red. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And he's like, yeah, he has the same kind of personality as the sheriff does, so it's kind of weird. All right, and finally, the news we all wanted to hear. There's a new Scooby-Doo movie on the books, and they cast Zac Efron
as Freddy.
Yes.
Yeah. I saw that. I just remember that. Passed over that.
I don't mind that. I hope he doesn't. I hope he's not a total like bro about it.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, oh yeah, I'm Freddy, because Fred's not really like that. Fred's just kind of like,
right.
I don't know.
I have a few actually.
Okay.
Well, literally, right after we finished recording last week.
Yes.
A Once Upon a Time in Hollywood trailer came out.
I haven't watched that trailer.
You haven't? Pause.
We're pausing. All right, we're back.
We are.
That was interesting.
That was.
I like it.
Yes, we paused to watch the Once Upon a Time.
A few things.
Yes.
At first, I was like, I'm just gonna have to suspend my disbelief of Brad Pitt and Leonardo being doubles of each other. They look pretty damn close.
Yeah.
Especially in that black and white scene. I was like, I get it. I could see it.
Mm-hmm.
You know? Another thing. What was I going to say? Pretty much if you tell Leonardo he can dance with, like, doing his little shimmy, you know, like he does like Great Gatsby and all that, he's basically, I'll do it. I'll sign up for it. I don't care what the movie is. If I can dance like that, sign me up. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, it looked really good. I like, it seems like Quentin loves being in that
era
time frame. It's like he's like
anything not now.
He's like screw making movies in the what do you call it?
Current.
Modern day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
You got anything to say about it?
About the trailer?
Mm-hmm.
The Bruce Lee part with Brad Pitt was actually pretty funny.
That's super funny.
Yeah.
It starts out kind of like, okay, this is kind of hokey, and then it like, you know what I mean? Yeah. And then Brad Pitt makes fun of it, so you're like, okay. Also, he's just drinking like a carton of whole milk.
Yeah, like a school carton.
Like a school carton, not like a full carton. He's just drinking like a school carton of whole milk.
It's like a pint maybe.
That's just like
Something.
the 50s, 60s in a nutshell. It's like eat a steak, drink a thing of milk, be big, strong.
Also, another movie news that came out today. Fandango let out like a small snippet trailer, or not really a trailer, but it was like a promo trailer for Endgame, and it's just all the Avengers' faces that says "Avenge the Fallen."
Okay.
Right, and it's all of them, right, and it has the like color all the ones that survived, and black all the ones that died, and it told us ones that died that we didn't know.
Oh. Mm-hmm. So who died that we didn't know?
Shuri.
Shuri?
Yes.
Oh wait, no way.
Mm-hmm.
Damn, Black Panther's not gonna. He's not gonna like that.
Yeah.
Wait, isn't Black Panther dead?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, never mind.
Loki is what's it called? In here as well.
Well, yeah, he's been dead.
But it says "Avenge the Fallen," so
he was dead.
He was. I don't think he was dead.
I think he was dead way before he got snapped.
I don't think he was.
So now you think he snapped, or is he in the red? Is he in the color, or is he in the black?
He's in the dark.
So he's been dead. Who else?
Wong, he's alive.
Wong's alive.
Valkyrie's alive.
Okay.
Pepper's alive.
Okay.
And that's all the people that we know so far. So
interesting.
Yeah, so that's weird because they're like 1 month. That's all they said, 1 month, and they showed it was a video of all the faces back to back. It was like Avenge the Fallen.
Okay. So that picture you just showed me is like someone took screenshots
of each one. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So they just straight up told us like, yeah, they're dead or dusted.
Cool. I kind of like that.
Yeah.
Because there was a huge speculation and like,
is Shuri alive? For like that was the biggest one probably.
Yeah. And they kept going. Like people kept asking them and like, you know what I mean? Is this character alive that we didn't get to see?
Mm-hmm.
Like, there's only 40 million characters in the universe. It's like hard to keep up with all of them. You know?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, shit. We didn't even know that Nick Fury and Maria Hill were dead until after the post-credit scene. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Nick was on the
By the way,
side.
Do you remember way back? We'll get out of movie news here next. But do you remember way back when DC said they were not doing post-credit scenes?
Yeah, faintly. Yeah.
And now, like, I'm pretty sure Shazam has, like, a pretty important post-credit scene. All right, DC. Whatever. I'm excited for Shazam.
I am, too. The reviews are ridiculous.
Reviews are popping.
Yeah.
But we'll see.
Yeah.
I looked it up the other day. It was, like, 95%. But it had 50 reviews. And I was like...
Yeah, because when I
and
told
all
you...
critics. You can't... I mean, we can't get into the movie yet.
It was... when I sent it to you, I was like, holy crap. It was 32, and it was at 97.
Yeah. Especially with the crackdown on pre-reviewing. You know what I mean? Like, the only people reviewing this right now are...
critics.
Real critics or real influencers, you know?
Right.
That's cool.
Yeah,
Influencers.
I'm excited.
Like, people that are in the movie industry.
Yeah.
Like, if you're in SAG, you can get early.
What's that?
The Screen Actors Guild. You can get what's called a screener. They send you a DVD.
Uh-huh. Cool.
Yep. Alrighty, I think that's it.
I think so too.
You want to do the list first, or you want to get straight into the main topic?
You pick.
We'll do the main topic.
Okay.
All right. So, do you want to guess my actor? Since you
hold on. Let's tell them what it is first.
Okay. So this week we both picked an actor and an actress.
Yes.
Of our liking, and we did some sleuthing. Over text this week to make sure we didn't have the same one.
Yep.
As we always do.
Mm-hmm.
And what's it called? And then you have some scenarios castings.
I have 16 total, 8 for the men, 8 for the women.
Are they castings? Are they scenarios? What are they?
Kind of both.
A mix of both castings and scenarios.
Yes.
So we have to just
fight. It's usually what we do with the character game. It's just another twist added. Instead of drawing from a hat someone random, we have who we know already.
And I think it came from the question in one of our character games about what's his name? Who's the crazy dude?
Johnny
that
Depp
played Joker.
Oh, Heath Ledger.
No.
Oh, Jared Leto.
Jared Leto. We had a conversation about whether Jared Leto would be good at certain roles. I think it came from that. So yeah, that's what
it did. It genuinely did.
Cool.
because I was re-listening to it one day, and that's what.
Yeah, what episode is that?
20?
Not number.
Elijah versus Will Showdown.
Okay, so if you want to hear that,
Probably my favorite episode so far, probably.
yeah, I always point people towards that if they want to start because
Yeah.
it gets them to know us. Plus, it's pretty deep in the episode, so we're a little more comfortable with doing the show.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah,
If I tell people, I always tell them skip one.
one is always bad.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well,
if you
and
go back and listen to one of like any podcast,
Mhm.
normally, unless they've made podcasts before, it's normally pretty bad. So,
Yeah. Well, and our audio messed up too. So.
absolutely. So,
Yep. All right.
but I don't want to delete one because then
Yeah,
people would be
no.
like, "Where's one?"
Exactly. It's not bad. It was just,
Yeah, it was a good
it was
episode.
the nerves were out, and yeah. So.
Indeed. All right, you ready?
I want to guess
so
yours.
what's my actor?
All right. So, for the man,
Yes.
you asked me, is yours black or white?
Yes.
Or you just said, is he black? And I said no, and you're like, all right. So that means yours is.
Maybe.
Okay, he could be another ethnicity then, if that's what you're saying.
No, that still wouldn't.
Then what are you
exclude
saying?
it. I'm just messing around.
Oh, okay. So I'm pretty sure it's Idris Elba.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That's
You
what
got
I'm
it.
playing for, too.
You got. Oh shit.
Well, because I made some on here that would be really interesting
Cool.
scenarios.
Yeah, I really like Idris Elba, and the reason I picked him, which I haven't told you yet, is because he's done some stuff lately that shows just how damn versatile he is.
Right.
He's not just one. You know, he used to be the brooding, like, Luther type, right?
Mhm.
Like, cop, like, mega tough guy. And he's really branched out. Like, he's kind of funny in the Hobbs and whatever trailer.
Shaw?
Yeah, and he made a new show on Netflix, but we'll
He
get
did,
into this. We'll
yeah.
get into this. So,
All right.
do you know my girl?
I have no idea. Okay, and for girl, you asked, what's the second letter of her first name?
Because I realized I was like, maybe I was a little too on the nose for the first one. And so I was like, let's just go way out there.
I gotcha.
Okay, so who's your actor?
I have the goose man himself, Ryan Gosling.
Oh, damn it. You stole mine. I specifically didn't pick Ryan because I was like, I could talk about Ryan all day long. So I
know.
specifically gave myself a challenge.
Well, like
And then
you, I try to
whipped
pick
it out
someone
from under me.
very versatile. So.
Damn it.
All right, and then the woman.
The woman. Mine is Anna Kendrick because that's my girl. That's my
Nice.
go-to.
Do you have any idea?
Same reason for Idris as well. I think she's well versed
Okay. Yeah, she's different in a bunch of stuff. So,
for sure.
any idea what mine is? The only clue, H is her second letter.
I can't think of any. What is a name?
It's a weird ass name.
What's a
that's why.
name? Ooh, is it the girl that plays Valkyrie?
No. Tessa Thompson? No. That's an
Is
E.
it the girl that plays Cherie?
No. She's white. I'll give you that.
She's white.
Yeah, second letter's an H.
Cherie. I have no idea.
Charlize Theron.
Oh, duh. All right, I should have known. All right,
Yeah.
all right, cool.
She's probably my favorite.
I thought you
female
were gonna.
actor.
I thought you were gonna say Emily Blunt. To be fair,
Oh, okay.
for a minute there, I thought you were gonna do the husband
Oh,
wife
Emily and-
team duo of Emily Blunt and John Krasinski, which would have
Right.
been hysterical if you did that. All right,
All right. So
what's our first?
All right. So I have 8 here and 8 here for the man and women.
Okay.
Do you want to start with men or women first? I'm just going to go in order of how I did them.
Oh, okay. We'll do.
And then we'll alternate.
We will do women first,
Okay.
and we'll go back and forth.
Okay.
That way it doesn't get stale.
So Charlize Theron versus Anna Kendrick.
Okay.
Who would play a better Katniss Everdeen?
Okay.
All right, you can go first.
Okay. Well, first off, Charlize Theron is how old?
That's a good question. Oh, okay.
But to be
You're saying
fair,
who would play a better teenager?
yeah, exactly.
Let me look it
Sorry, Anna Kendrick still looks like a teenager. She's in
True.
her 20s, maybe 30s. So, but let's say you got Charlize during
She's
her
43.
which
Oh, we have the same birthday, dude. That's lit.
no way.
Yeah.
You just learned that?
Yeah, see, I searched her age.
Wow,
She's
that's
born on the same birthday. That's lit.
That's impressive. I love it. I love how you skirted that. Like people can't just Google her and figure out your birthday.
Oh, like that can matter, you know.
Make them do the research.
Yeah.
What was I gonna say? Let's say we're not saying Charlize Theron looks old, because she looks amazing for how old?
43.
That's impressive.
Mhm.
But let's say she was more of a teenage like your younger years.
Right.
So it's fair. Okay. What you got?
That's all? Because she looks younger?
Well, I just want to hear your argument.
Oh, my argument? All right, so Charlize Theron has played more badass characters.
I'll agree with that, but
Yes.
Katniss Everdeen is not necessarily badass because she's from District 12 and she has some skills, like she can shoot a bow and arrow and stuff like that. But she's obviously out of her depth when it comes to everybody else because during the training scenes leading up, she fails at almost everything and she gets horrible points all the way through, which I think Anna Kendrick could fail really easily. But I think she could also pick up a bow and arrow and look like a badass with it. I'm not saying she could be more badass than Charlize Theron, but I think she plays that line of like having some skills but not being a District 1 or 2 badass.
Okay. See, it's different. Like you're going the leading up to where I'm like the already established later movies sort of badass.
Okay.
In a way.
That's fair. I think later Charlize Theron would definitely hold her own better.
Mm-hmm.
But I think to see the character develop, Anna Kendrick would be better at that. From 1 to 4, you know?
Right. So, I'm trying to think. So, since Charlize was Furiosa, she's lived in this kind of world where she's had to fend for herself.
Like a dystopian future kind of
Yes,
thing.
exactly. So, getting into a role of being like a huntsman. She was also in, was it The Huntsman? Like the actual movie?
Yeah.
So, it's not far out of The Huntsman, Winter's War, that she was in. So she's used to this kind of dystopian future sort of role, having to provide or kill if needed.
Okay.
So it's not a far stretch. She'd be like, oh, another Tuesday.
This is fair. This is fair. Is The Hunger Games more about drama or is it more about action?
Sorry, I was singing while thinking. It's a good question. Personally, I would say action.
Really? Because
did you care
one and a
about-
half hours of the movie is drama, and then there's
But did you care about
30 minutes of action.
Was that the best
I
part of the
did
movie?
because I read the books.
Well, I did too. I had to for school.
But the action is where everything comes together, right? So I would agree with you, but like I think Anna Kendrick plays better drama and like emotions. You know, I feel like Charlize Theron when Rue dies would just be this stagnant brick, like sad, but Anna could like fully. I don't know. But then I say that, but then she's like Furiosa.
I was about
like,
to
you
say
can feel her. Yeah.
Whenever her mother's.
I don't know, man. I think this is my final point because unless you bring up something else, I think Anna Kendrick better embodies and could better portray the character from start to finish, whereas Charlize is just too good too early. I wouldn't buy her being this nobody.
You could see her more as a higher district or a lower district than a District 12.
I would much rather Charlize Theron play like a District 1 or 2 than Katniss Everdeen.
I got you. Sure.
Woo! 1-0. Let's go. Let me go for it. All right. For the men.
All right. This one's actually probably really going to be a really good debate here. So, Idris Elba versus Ryan Gosling.
Okay.
Who plays a better James Bond?
Damn it.
So, Idris Elba has been like the fan favorite
Yes.
for a thing.
Yes.
But I think, I would honestly say Ryan Gosling's probably like the most likable actor there is.
Yeah.
If not Idris Elba.
Yeah.
You know?
They're both very well liked.
Yeah, he's very suave, charismatic.
Oh, I think Ryan Gosling beats the... I think Ryan Gosling nails the suave, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Ladies' man. Like, he could do that all day long. But is that what we want to see? We've got 4 of those. We've had 5 Bonds. Okay. We've had 5 Bonds where they're all suave and stuff like that. And not saying that Idris Elba can't do suave. But what if
he is.
What if he just does like
cool to a letter?
Just cool. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like what if instead of being suave and smooth and everything, plus do we want to see another white James Bond? I mean, jeez.
Jeez, man.
How's Ryan Gosling's English accent? You got any
I'm trying to remember. Because I have his filmography up.
Do you have any examples of him doing an English accent? Because my boy was born and raised in North London,
That's
so
true.
he knows how the hell to do an English accent.
I mean, that's a very good point. I mean,
he is an actor, so he will do it, right? But it's just like it
Yeah,
may not
but-
feel as genuine as if you get,
Mhm.
you know what I mean?
All right.
If you get Idris out here, you know, like fucking hitting it, and you're like, man, he's so British. Jesus.
Okay, so I'll give you that, the English, but does it ever say James Bond is... I'm pretty sure James Bond is an alias anyway. Just saying.
Oh, she's saying he doesn't have to be British?
Yeah,
But he's part of the British Secret Service.
so?
So I don't know if there's many foreigners in the British Secret Service. That'd
As
be
a guy
like-
that's never
that'd be-
seen a Bond movie, I didn't know that.
Yeah, he's in MI6, which is
Yeah, that makes
basically the FBI.
sense. Mm-hmm.
No, not even the
I get what
CIA
you're saying.
of what's it called? I think now here's the real question. Okay, who has the better cufflink fix? Okay, there's a patented James Bond thing where you do something fucking crazy, and then you hit the ground and you gotta
You fix your cufflinks?
fix your cufflinks.
Damn, this one might be like tied, honestly.
I think so too. They're both great suit,
No, okay, so just
suit wearing men.
Take the British accent away from it. So take Ryan. I'm not down in Idris Elba here. Just like take Ryan Gosling as
Okay.
like the charismatic womanizer
Yes.
sort of thing, and then add the Drive Ryan Gosling character
Okay.
to that. I think that's a pretty good James Bond.
Okay. I see what you're saying.
So
Okay.
take how he was in Drive, for instance.
Okay, would you
With
rather
the mix
see-
of the nice guys.
Okay, would you rather? Okay, do you think Ryan Gosling could get big enough to be imposing, or do you think he has to get big enough?
I don't think James Bond has to be imposing. Have you seen Daniel Craig?
Daniel Craig's huge. Have you seen that
Round.
scene where he's coming out of the water? He's like, bang! I mean, he's not like fucking
Adam
you know-
Driver and
Yeah, he's not. He's not like massive, but he's imposing. You know what I mean? Like he's a big guy.
I guess.
Ryan Gosling's a little
Okay, I get what you're
scrawny.
saying.
You know.
Okay.
I'm just saying. I think there's a perfectly good argument for being like, well, he doesn't have to be.
Yeah, I don't think he has
He's a secret agent.
because I'd never picture Daniel Craig
But
as.
man, I would just want to see I want to see a James Bond that's just instead of being this smooth, like kind of, you know what I mean, like kind of sneaky, does more stuff with his head. I just want to see a dude out there that's just like sometimes fixes problems by just being a brute, just beat someone, just like, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Just when the problem's in front of him, he's just like, he's just punching people and he's just pushing his way through shit. I just imagine a scene, right, where there's this dude on the run. Do you remember the scene at the beginning of Casino Royale where the guy is running away in like Africa or something like that, and Daniel Craig is chasing him, and they're like running on a crane and they're like doing parkour and shit. And I just want to see a scene where they're like kind of like a John Wick kind of thing, where they're in like a dance club, right? And the guy is like swooving and like jumping over stuff, and Idris is just walking at a pace, just like pushing people out of his way, just like hitting tables at, just excuse me, coming through. Like, you can run as fast as you want, I'm gonna catch up with you. Like, I don't know. That's just me though.
All right, but that's like a fantasy James Bond.
You're right, but I think it's cool. I think he could pull that off. Who looks better in a DB5?
I mean, you got to say Idris Elba, probably.
Really? I would have gone Ryan Gosling on that one.
I mean,
Ryan Gosling has the hand on the wheel.
well, I'm just thinking.
Toothpick in the mouth.
I'm just
kinda
thinking
like
Drive, yeah.
Facts.
Yeah.
Just driving gloves.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like, Idris Elba has that like class to him without trying.
I picture like Gru trying to get into a car with Idris Elba. Like, he's just kind of like,
Gru.
you know, Gru, like
Yes,
how big
from
he is.
Despicable Me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm kind of shitting on my own guy, but I don't know. I think Idris is just the perfect. Like, he's already British. He's big, right? So he doesn't.
Yeah.
He's already
The
big.
British thing hurt me. I didn't even think about it.
Yeah. I just don't even know if Ryan Gosling can do a British accent. I don't know if he's ever done one.
I don't know if he has either. No. We'll give you that one.
Sweet.
All right, back to the women.
Where man?
All right.
Let's do it.
All right. Anna Kendrick, Charlize Theron. Who plays the better? Laura Croft.
Oh, jeez.
Tomb Raider. I'm gonna let you fight first because I think.
Oh, great! Anna Kendrick has great hair. She has wonderful hair, and I think in these action scenes where Lara Croft is jumping and stuff, her hair. No, I'm just kidding. She definitely. No, I'm not. I can't even say that. Man, I don't even know where to go with this. The movies I've seen Anna Kendrick in have not been action films at all. So, but I think she could learn. I think she'd be.
See, the thing about Tomb Raider, she's already established.
Yeah. Yeah, so she needs to be badass. Like, this is the opposite of the Hunger Games one, where your character is already established badass, and mine needs to work her way up.
Yeah.
Whereas Katniss needs to work her way up, right?
Right.
So that just fits my character better. But I feel like Anna Kendrick, as she gets older, could work her way into that.
How old is Anna Kendrick? Let's find that out.
I think she's pushing 30. But
what? No.
What?
She forgot she was in Twilight.
Good for Anna Kendrick. I'm proud of her.
33.
Yeah.
Oh, we almost have the same birthday too. What the hell?
Okay, that's
2 days later.
That's creepy.
I know.
Okay. Anna Kendrick, 33.
Mm-hmm.
The hell?
Well, she looks
She's
really
got the Ariana Grande gene, apparently.
Right.
Of looking like a child.
Right.
Deep into your adulthood.
So, I can help you out here. Lara Croft is very smart.
Oh. Well, I'm not. Well, I'm gonna help you out. I don't think Charlize Theron is any less smart than.
No, I was just helping you out. I already got this point. Let's be honest.
It's honestly your point, and
I was trying to help you out.
And Charlize Theron, I think, honestly, is too good to play Lara Croft. Like, those movies are below her. Do you got what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, so if she ever did play it, it would elevate those movies to another level because they would be like, oh my god, we got. Actually, you know what? I'm pretty proud of that franchise. I guess it's a franchise. I don't know.
Well, there's like two in a reboot.
I'm proud of the reboot for getting someone that actually
looks.
Like, that girl is pretty badass. I don't know who her name is.
It's like something of a Condor.
Yeah. She's
Alex or something like that.
She's not bad. When I saw her, I was like, that's accurate. I'm still not gonna go watch that movie. Now, if Charlize Theron was in it, I'd be like, maybe I need to check that out.
Yeah.
You know? So
Sweet.
Yeah, there's no question. That's your point.
Cool.
That's just a good one.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Next for the men, who plays a better Jack Sparrow?
Okay. I don't think either one of us. We're gonna have to battle for this one.
So Jack Sparrow is like this.
I think
conniving, free spirit.
Before we get into this, I think
Johnny Depp
Depp was perfect for this because Jack Sparrow is just off the rails.
Yeah.
And Johnny Depp is off the rails, so he didn't even have to act. He was just like, "Oh, I get to be drunk and walk around like I normally do." And he's like,
right.
Yeah. So, okay. To freshen up the franchise, it might be nice to have something a little different. You know, like maybe just have a grunting, brooding, like really, really drunk kind of.
Could he pull off
like
drunk,
old Batman kind of? You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like an old Bruce Wayne, grizzled old man kind of just Jack Sparrow.
Okay.
Like he's seen some shit. Like he's been dead before. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, you'd probably. God, that's tough. I don't know. I think Ryan Gosling would just look nuts in dreadlocks. He would look ridiculous.
Yeah. That's true. Trying to think.
I will say this: Idris Elba definitely looks more like a pirate than
he could.
He definitely could.
But I think Ryan Gosling could not nail, but get closer to the Johnny Depp version than Idris Elba could. Like barely able to walk at times, like stumbling over his own words.
I was hoping you wouldn't say that, and I'm proud of you for bringing it up because I totally think. I mean, Ryan Gosling. See, this is why I wanted him because he's so easy to fight for. Okay, the man literally has done like romantic comedies to action movies to, you know what I mean?
Right.
Like where he's Stone Cold Steve Austin in Drive, where he barely has any emotions, to like The Notebook, where he's like, what do you want? You know what I mean? He's like crying over a girl.
Yeah.
And then you got like La La Land where he's a dancer, like he's dancing. You know what I mean? It's like, so you tell him to be a drunk, you know, like whimsical kind of pirate, he'll nail it.
I think so too.
You know. But I think I'm tired of that. I think we're done with that.
That's not what we're doing.
Maybe it is.
I think.
Maybe it is.
I was under pressure. We're basing this off of.
What we want to just. But so we just want to like make our character fit into a mold. That just doesn't sound like fun.
Well, see, if we do that, we have to do that for everyone. Let's see, will that work for all of them?
You just argue the way you want to argue. So if you want them to fit into the current mold, then you can. But I can also say, do we really want another?
When I made the list, I picked like roles and stuff that were played perfectly. That no matter who we pick, no one could fit into it.
That's fair.
So
okay.
Or ones that were just bad. And
to be honest, if you're trying to get Idris Elba to be like, and I'll give you the point, because if you're trying to get Idris Elba to be like Jack Sparrow, it's never gonna happen. You know
like
what I mean?
The pre-existing one.
But I think he could play a really good pirate, and then you just give him the name Jack Sparrow. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It would just be a completely different movie. He just wouldn't be able to pull off. Ryan Gosling would look crazy in dreadlocks. That's my final point.
Well, the thing is,
you get the point.
He's a blonde, and he always is. So, unless it's blonde dreadlocks.
No. Just get him to grow a little weird chin beard. You know what I mean? That comes down to a little point, and then you gotta braid sucker and put a whole bunch of necklaces on him and a whole bunch of bracelets.
Yep.
Whenever he runs around, you need to hear clicking and clacking. He's like, isn't that a joke in the movie? Isn't he like trying to sneak and he's like, because he just has so many like bones and shit hanging off of him? Probably. Those movies are ridiculous.
They missed a big thing if they didn't make a joke out of that.
I think they did. They totally did. I'm pretty sure it's in 4. You know, with the mermaids?
Sirens?
Yeah, the sirens. I'm pretty sure when they're like looking for the treasure chest with the eternal life or whatever, he's like trying to sneak around.
Whatever it is.
Yeah. Whatever.
All right.
These movies are so tough. Okay, nice. Moving on.
Ready for the next one?
Yeah, let's do it.
So back to the women.
Yes.
We have, I don't know how you pronounce her name, but it's either Elle or Ellie Woods. So, Legally Blonde.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so Ellie or Elle Woods.
Okay. So Legally Blonde is about a girl that liked a guy, and the guy thought she was dumb because she was blonde. So then she went to law school with him, outclassed him, and then didn't get with him.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, I think this is just Anna Kendrick's role, man. She definitely could play a blonde. You know what I mean?
Can she?
Yes.
Can she?
Yes.
I don't know. Some people just look weird blonde.
I'm not saying she wouldn't look weird, but she could play it.
Guess who's already a blonde?
Okay. if you made this category because you wanted to just match.
No, I didn't.
Legally Blonde. I mean, just change the movie to Legally Brunette. No, it doesn't make sense.
It doesn't work like that.
Hold on. Let me look up Anna Kendrick Blonde. See if it. Dude, she could so do blonde. Don't even start with me. Look, she looks like fucking the girl from...
She looks like Pepper Potts.
She could do it. Her hair is very versatile, okay?
Okay.
That's out of the question.
All right,
okay,
so
moving on.
Well, I was just saying, because you pulled the is he even British on me, so I had to pull out hair color on you.
That's fair.
Had to pull
and
it
we
out.
did some research, and she looks fine blonde. Now, to be fair, Charlize Theron is originally blonde.
See...
I think Charlotte, you said earlier. No, never mind. I think Charlotte. This is tough.
Okay.
I don't want to give you points, so I'm trying to think about Anna. So Anna, right?
Mm-hmm.
Legally Blonde is kind of like a rom-com, yeah.
Yeah.
What is Anna like? She loves them rom-coms. She's all over them.
Mostly. Yeah.
Pitch Perfect is basically 3 rom-coms in a row, because there's always a romantic angle, and they're comedies, and they're also. What do you call them? Musicals. But I think she could totally pull that off. And I could totally see her being portrayed as dumb and her being smart. Like she works both ways.
Yeah, she does give off that kind of vibe. Not in a bad way. Like exactly. She could.
like depending on
Tone
the way
it
she's
down.
talking, she could either look dumb or she could look really smart. You know, like in what's the latest movie she did? She's
Anna Kendrick?
Yeah.
Wasn't it Pitch Perfect?
No. I'll look it up. Why do you think Charlize Theron?
This is a hard one because she's never really done like. She's always done something serious, or she's not a big comedy actor.
Yeah.
She did like A Million Ways to Die in the West with Seth MacFarlane,
Which wasn't good.
wasn't good. She necessarily wasn't a comedy source in that either.
Yeah, it was more like, what do you call it? Just a failure on Steve MacFarlane, Seth MacFarlane, to break out of the shell.
Yeah.
A Simple Favor, by the way, is what I was gonna say.
I've never heard of it.
Anna Kendrick, like she's a very astute woman in that.
Oh, okay.
She's very.
See, I think Charlize would play the. See, I think yours, Anna would play the like naive character better.
Yeah.
But I think when it comes to like the drive and the motivation behind a character, I think that would be better for Charlize. Like where
Again, I think that's an accurate argument, and I was thinking about that. I was like, shit,
Cool,
Charlize definitely nails that. But I think Anna would do a really good job of selling the dumb part.
I do too.
And then surprising the audience and being funny at the same time.
Yeah.
Kind of like it happens in Legally Blonde.
Mm-hmm. Who would be the better lawyer?
Definitely Charlize, but who would play the role better?
No, yeah, Anna.
Sweet.
Anna.
I would watch a movie where Charlize Theron is
No,
a
like-
lawyer. I'd be down.
I would watch all these movies.
Factoids.
Mm-hmm. All right, next for the men, we have play it better Han Solo.
Oh, Lord.
See, this is one I was talking about where the first time was so good. It's hard to replace that as in Harrison Ford,
Yeah, that's tough.
especially with the guy they got to do Solo.
God, he's so bad.
Well, like that guy, quick tangent, he just, I don't know. It's like, he looks like a really charismatic guy in person,
Yeah.
but when he's trying to be someone else,
Yeah.
or like when a camera gets in front of him, he's just like, it just doesn't translate well or something. I don't know.
I know exactly what you're talking about. He looks as stiff as his hair does in the fucking movie. Like, come on, brother, break out of your shell. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And I think they tried that. I think they tried to let him be, what do you call it, to improvise and stuff. And I just don't think he was ready for that.
Yeah.
I think you let actors improvise when they've been in the field for 20 years and they know exactly what to do. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and some people are just born with it. So,
Like Jack Black can improvise all day long because he's nuts. He's crazy. He's a crazy person, right?
yeah.
But like, maybe, but then again, you don't want to just like. I feel like what happened in Solo is they gave him these points and went, okay, get there, and he just like he was like a school child, like just checking off the boxes, like I did it. Did I get it? And he got
12,
like a 70
parcel
and
run,
went,
12.
I passed.
Yeah.
Keep it going. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So let's base it off that. Are we doing young Solo or old Solo or whoever you want?
I would say Prime,
Prime Solo.
which is Han, like
So, A
Harrison
New Hope.
Ford. Yeah.
A New Hope, young, A New Hope Solo.
Yes.
All right,
All right, so Gosling versus Elba.
go for it.
Again, Ryan Gosling is probably the most charismatic guy in Hollywood.
You know, Idris Elba's pretty charismatic.
No,
have you ever seen interviews?
I said
with him?
earlier, if not
the
Idris
two
Elba.
most charismatic
Yes.
guys.
So that I included that. It was like a subtext. Was it when you put a little arrow in the corner of your thing and you're supposed to look
Yeah.
at the bottom to read it? You know. So
I think Idris could play the not giving a shit role better.
have you seen The Nice Guys?
Pulled out the absolute perfect movie. I was like, do not mention The Nice Guys. Do not mention The Nice Guys, because he basically plays kind of a Han Solo in that movie.
Yeah,
And he does a good job. Who could do the loosey goosey hand grip better? You know, where he's just like hitting people. You know, stormtroopers are running around with two grips, and they can't hit shit. And this dude just whipping a pistol around, hitting everybody.
Yeah.
Who could do that better?
See, I think
It's Ryan Gosling.
Yeah, I think Idris Elba's more like disciplined and like.
I think Blade Runner 2049 helps this as well.
Oh really?
Yeah, because he's pretty damn good in that. Because he's pretty damn good at like just he's very serious in that because that's a serious movie. But he plays like a lone solo.
Oh.
Yeah, I know. It's a word pun. He plays like a young solo, independent guy very well. You know what I mean? Where I think Idris needs to bounce off of people more. You know what I mean? Like some of the best parts of Idris are like in Luther, where him and his partner are like bouncing off of himself, or him and a kid that doesn't agree, and he like, but that doesn't really happen for Solo. You know what I mean?
I gotcha.
Except for Chewie.
That's true. You were talking yourself out of it, and then you
and I talked myself right back in. I think the relationship between Chewie and Idris would be so much more realistic than Idris and I just can't.
Well, yeah,
I just can't picture Chewie and Ryan Gosling. It just doesn't make any sense to me.
For like Idris, it's like whatever Chewie says or whatever happens, it won't faze him. He's just like, yeah. Whereas I'm helping you here, like as in when Ryan, he would always be like, "What? Huh?" And that's not necessarily something Han Solo would do.
Yeah,
Han always plays off whatever someone says.
Yeah.
It's no big deal or something. Whereas Ryan Gosling's like over dramatic. Could be. You know what I'm saying?
And sometimes Han is actually kind of mean to Chewie. He's like, "What are you doing?" You know what I mean? I think Idris
watch
could
porn
do that
for
better.
the plot.
I don't know. I think if we're talking about reprising the role, it's just tough for Idris to get in there because he's just not that kind of actor. You know what I mean? I think Ryan could definitely fit in there better. So we're all tied up. 3-3.
You've been keeping score?
Yeah.
Cool. I completely forgot. All right. Next on the women is Gracie Hart from Miss Congeniality. Have you seen it?
No.
Okay, so it's Sandra Bullock, but she's
Oh.
CIA or a cop or something, but she goes undercover as a beauty pageant. Yeah.
I've seen this. Okay.
It's older, but yeah.
Okay. I got this nailed.
Okay.
Cause like same thing with the whole point of Miss Congeniality is that she is ditzy and pretty and you know what I mean, enough that she could get into being in a beauty pageant, right? Yes.
No.
What do you mean?
So
Sandra Bullock doesn't look badass and everything.
No, but she's rugged. She has like her hair's uncombed and stuff. Like Anna Kendrick's way too pretty. That's the thing. Like Sandra Bullock has to go through hell to like get on par with the rest of the contestants and stuff. And Charlize Theron has like this rugged sort of like.
So in Miss Congeniality, she's not like pretty.
I mean, Sandra Bullock's very pretty in real life.
Yeah,
but
totally.
Like they.
So she's like she doesn't fit in with the rest of the beauty pageant people.
Yeah, well, she's like a Tommy boy almost.
Oh shit. Okay, we're moving on.
Oh, you get me?
I can't even fight that. Right. I can't. One, I don't know the movie enough to
here, like,
get it in there, and two, if she's a tomboy, there's just no way. There's just no way.
Yeah, like they had to make her over. Yeah, it's like because when she was before she was undercover,
it's like a struggle for her to get undercover.
Yeah, like here, look at this photo. This is like photo. It's like before and after.
Oh, there's no way.
Like she's got glasses. Her hair's not like straightened or anything like that.
There's
it's just
no way.
like put up in a ponytail or something.
Okay, that's yours all day long.
Cool.
I can't even come close to fighting that.
All right, this one's controversial.
Oh boy.
For the men, who would play a better Forrest Gump?
I mean, man, I feel like you played yourself into your own hands there.
Why?
Because what the fuck am I supposed to... Okay.
I told you I'd pick like roles that
okay.
were played perfectly.
Idris is doing this new show on Netflix where he's like a DJ.
Mm-hmm.
Have you seen it?
I've seen like it, but I haven't watched it.
Yeah, you've seen. Okay, and he plays for the first time ever. I've seen Idris do this. He plays someone dumb. right?
Mm-hmm.
Like someone not exactly. I mean, he's not dumb. Don't get me wrong, but he's not exactly as turned on as most of his characters are. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so I feel like he could just dial that back even more, and he could get there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And he's a very emotional. Like he's a very emotional character, and he's a very emotional actor, and I feel like Forrest is a very emotional person. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
He's
Mm-hmm.
he's constantly trying to help his friends. He's constantly feels bad for Dan, stuff like that. So
Lieutenant
Dan.
So the thing is, I'm going to give you the point because I don't think there's any way Ryan Gosling could play it better.
He's too good. He's too charismatic.
Well, every role he's in, he's
looking.
always someone famous, someone really smart, someone normal. I mean, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and not to discredit Tom Hanks, but Tom Hanks is just kind of like this lumbering, tall, languorous guy, right? And so he just changed his voice a little bit and acted kind of dumb, and he just fit. You know what I mean? Which he's not that. I mean, he's a very smart guy,
yeah,
and he's played very smart roles. I just don't think Ryan Gosling could get there. You know what I mean? Can you even imagine Ryan Gosling trying to be like, what do you call it? Like where at the beginning where he's really awkward, he's got the leg braces on and everything.
Yeah,
Ryan you'd be like, that's a beautiful man.
Well, he
trying
just
to act
weird. He just exudes.
Yeah, exactly.
And he's always been a good-looking dude too, so it doesn't help.
Yeah.
So
sweet.
Yeah.
Okay,
but he was good at football because remember the Titans was
man, that's weird.
So he could play.
I think the oldest movie I've seen with Ryan Gosling is October Sky. Is that him or is that Jake Gyllenhaal? That might be Jake Gyllenhaal.
Let's see. I don't see that on here.
I think that's Jake Gyllenhaal.
It'd be let's see what his earliest movie credit is.
That's Jake Gyllenhaal. I apologize. I think he did like Creepers or something, like Creepers 3 or something, or what's it called? What are the little
young or who are you talking about?
Ryan Gosling. Didn't he do like the Furbies or something? What are the little like?
It's not on Google.
The Gremlins, or something.
MMC. I don't know what that is.
That?
Breaker High. I don't know what that is.
I got nothing.
Are You Afraid of the Dark?
I know he was a dancer on a commercial.
I remember that too. I saw that interview.
Yeah. All right. What do you got next?
Oh shit. Women who, back in Star Wars, who would? Okay, this is one that was kind of bad. So who's gonna do it better? Who's gonna play a better Rey?
So we're trying to improve the role.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Because I think Rey is pretty doo-doo.
Yeah. So.
Sorry, Star Wars fans. I'm one of you as well.
So you said earlier,
yes,
about just if Charlize Theron was the lead in something like that, it would elevate it, like the Tomb Raider saga, for instance.
Yes.
Star Wars is big on its own, so I'm going to take that out of the equation. Just like name power.
Well, I think Anna has some star power as well. Not nearly
but not
as much
in like
as Charlize, but not in like action movies and stuff.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So I'm discrediting that.
Okay.
For myself. All right. Let's see.
So the thing about Rey, right? The thing about her is she's incredibly independent in the beginning of the movie. Like she's been left on a planet and she fends for herself. And I think Anna would have a hard time portraying that. But I think if she could, I think she'd be really good as Rey, because Rey is like kind of like a lost puppy. You know what I mean? Like she doesn't quite know where she fits in or anything like that. And I think Anna could portray that emotion and that like that feeling of lost better than Charlize, right? Okay. But I think Charlize could definitely portray the more independent badass side of Rey.
So let me ask you this.
Yes.
What aspect of Rey, the existing one, was the worst part?
I don't really think it's an aspect of Rey. I think it's a writing problem that makes her so bad, is that she's just the best at fucking everything.
Oh, like immediately picks everything up?
She immediately can fight stormtroopers. She can immediately talk to droids. She can immediately use the Force. She can immediately whip the Force away from a Sith-trained
Lord
dark side Force member who, by the way, I don't know if you ever read the comics or anything like that, dark side is 1,000 times more powerful than the light side. Okay?
Right.
The light side is about perseverance because they're fighting for the right thing, right? That's why it's... But the dark side is powerful. I mean, they can bring people back from the dead. You know? Like, that's what draws Anakin in, you know? There's no fucking way a girl that learned she had the Force yesterday is going to pull a lightsaber past a dark side trained Force user that can read minds with the Force. Are you kidding me?
Well, yeah, she's having like those.
That's a writing problem. That's not a Rey problem. You know what I mean?
So, thing is, I'm gonna give you this point because I just can't imagine it. But,
really?
See, that's the thing. I think Charlize would have those same problems. She'd be way too good at everything.
Yeah,
but
I agree.
She would elevate the role itself at the same time, if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, but if you see Charlize Theron as Rey, you're like, okay, she's gonna be badass. You know what I mean? Yeah. Whereas if you write the movie
new Rey, like a new Jedi training, she couldn't do that.
Yeah, if you write the movie a little different, you know, and don't what do you call it?
Suck it writing?
Show her for the first 30 minutes exclusively, almost, right? Like you just see Rey, like her story, and make her kind of a side character, and then all of a sudden she blooms into this person that's actually pretty important. I think Anna could definitely do that better.
I think so.
You got to change the character. If you don't change the character, Charlize is perfect for you. You'd be like, I get it. Yep. She's just the best.
If it was someone like seasoned, perfect.
Yeah.
There you go.
Man, that movie, I could.
Come to think of it, honestly, I think they should have cast Oscar Isaac as Han Solo.
He doesn't match the what do you call it? The description, but I'd rather have someone that doesn't look anything like him that can do it.
I think he, like, on accident was being Han Solo.
He's being the new Han Solo.
Like in The Last Jedi, for instance.
Definitely everything in The Last Jedi. He's very, like, loosey-goosey, fighting authority. Man, that movie fucking sucks. The whole Admiral Holdo part is just like... It's like, oh, so you're going to keep your plan secret. Why? Like... Just fucking, like,
Also, did they ever say, like, because no one ever knew who Snoke was, right?
And then he just dies.
Yeah, but my first thought was Paul Bettany.
What do you mean?
From Solo. His character.
Oh, you want him to be Drayden Voss.
That's who I thought. I was like, that'd
be interesting.
I mean, because... They look like they're wearing around like the same kind of stuff.
Yeah, I Snoke. The theories that come out in episode 7 about Snoke were 1,000 times more interesting
than what happened.
And I understand you're trying to like break norms. You don't want him to be like this big. That's fine, but you have to fill it with something more interesting. Okay? Instead, you said, guess what? Snoke's nobody. Rey's nobody.
Her parents were no one.
And Luke is now basically a nobody.
Was dead.
Well, he's also a nobody in the movie. You know what I mean? Like, he's supposed to be the most powerful Jedi to have ever lived, and he's a fucking nobody in the movie. And then, on top of this, Kylo Ren, nobody. Nobody cares about him. It's like, okay, he's a bad guy, you know? And what? So he turned good for a little bit and then immediately turned bad again. It's like, that's not interesting, you know?
Yeah.
It's not... Make Snoke be this incredible Sith Force, right? And
like a real evil.
Have Rey, Luke, and Kylo come back together. And Luke and Kylo have this you know what I mean?
Reluctancy?
This reluctancy to want to work together, but they have to work through their differences because they have to defeat this horrible person. You know what I mean? That's so... I mean, to be fair, they could do something, but they got a lot of ground to make up in 3 hours. Okay? Yeah. But enough about Star Wars. Moving on.
Yes. All right, back to the men. Who would play a better Terminator.
Okay.
So who plays a brainless robot sent from the future to kill? I think
there's no way Ryan is even anywhere near this
I don't
category.
think I think
both of them are gonna have a hard time doing it.
Physically, Idris could.
Yeah, physically, Idris has the body shape, but
like
he's a
Hobbs Shaw,
robot. He's a robot, so he doesn't really matter, you know.
Yeah, but the thing is, Schwarzenegger does like that mindless stuff so well.
Absolutely, the stiff,
like
robotic,
short sentences and like simplistic language.
I think Idris could do that, but package it different. Not just like, I am the Terminator, but like be like, I'm the Terminator. You know what I mean? It'd be like real dark, like, you know what I mean? I've come and I'm the Terminator. And you're like, what the fuck? Who's that? You know, Ryan would be like, hi, I'm the Terminator. Nice to meet you. Looking good over there. You're like, why are you so suave? Why are you so charismatic? You're supposed to be a robot.
My moisture levels have... My moisture detector has...
Man, that robot has great hair. Jesus.
See,
I just don't... I think
in Blade Runner, like, it's the future, but he's not like...
And he's a robot in that, but he's a replicant, which replicants are supposed to be as human-like as possible. You know? Mm-hmm. And to be fair, actually, I was going to say Ryan's not charismatic in that at all, but he is. Like, there's this part where he has his holographic girlfriend, and it's like, he's just as charismatic.
Yeah.
So he's just too nice, too good-looking, too
I think the same for Idris, honestly.
Yeah, but I think Idris could get to that level.
But would it be better?
No, it wouldn't be better. It would be better than
Ryan. Is what you're saying? So by default, you can take.
That's sweet.
Get off this way. All right, it's back to the women. Who would play a better Leslie Knope?
Oh wow.
All right. I'm trying to think. Has Charlize ever done? Again, she doesn't necessarily do comedy, but she
doesn't
is
really do comedy.
She could do a very passionate woman.
Indeed.
And Leslie Knope is very passionate about politics.
So the funny thing about Leslie Knope,
waffles,
is she's very, like you said, very passionate, but she's also very like ridiculous.
Over the top sort of thing, yeah.
A little over the top, like she just goes too far with it. You know what I mean?
Right.
And I just feel like that's just Anna in a nutshell. Like she could just pull that.
I think so.
She could pull that off so easy. Yeah. I could just see her being like way over the top. I can picture Anna Kendrick falling down into the pit of dirt right now and being like,
I'm okay.
I'm okay.
Yeah.
Hey Vlad, you want to play with some rocks? What did you say?
Let's go swimming in the dirt. Yeah, Charlize is. I think she like Leslie Knope's like the most like innocent looking person.
I don't think Charlize can do cringe.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
Anna can definitely do cringe.
Mm-hmm.
Like there.
Pitch Perfect.
Have you ever seen Voices?
Yes.
She does cringe really well in that.
Yeah.
Like that movie is kind of all about cringe. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like Ryan
Reynolds
is like his character is very like, oh, I don't know.
Yeah.
And Anna's kind of normal, but she's also very cringy. Like there's parts where she's talking to Ryan and trying to get to know him, and you're just like, oh god.
Yeah.
What's the Chinese restaurant in that?
In what? Voices or?
Yeah.
Oh man.
He's always wanting to go to Shishong or something. You know what I'm talking about? He's like, you want to go to Shishong tonight? So funny.
Oh man.
Dude. He's like talking normally. He'll be like, hey, do you want to go to this restaurant tonight? I really like it. It's called Shishong. And he'll like go all Chinese for it.
He'll like literally cringe when he says
yeah,
that.
Yeah. That movie is ridiculous, and you need to watch it because it's like, it's just crazy.
I've seen it. I think I watched it with you.
You have. I'm telling the viewers.
Oh, okay.
That they need to go watch it because no one knows about it.
Yeah. Cool.
I forget how I figured it out about it. The credits is amazing as well. Do you remember it?
No.
It's all them singing and dancing on like a white background.
Yeah.
Incredible.
All right, you ready for the next one for the men?
Yes.
This one's very similar.
Okay.
Plays a better Michael Scott.
Back.
So, you can go ahead and give me a point for this one.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because Idris Elba exists in the Office universe.
Yeah, I lost there.
Yeah.
He also wouldn't play a very good Michael Scott.
He plays like the anti-Michael Scott.
Dude, I could so see
Ryan
doing this.
Mm-hmm.
Because Michael's not charismatic, right? But he's also, he takes it way over the top.
Well, he's charming somehow.
And I could totally, like, Ryan is funny.
Mm-hmm.
He kind of reminds me of his character in The Nice Guys, where he's just kind of
At times, yeah.
At times, he just, if he just ranked up the ridiculous dumb levels a little bit.
Yeah, right.
Man. Dude, I saw that deleted scene where Michael keeps trying to slap people's butt.
Yeah, I saw that too.
Dog, I was crying. Remember, I love when he's walking up to Pam and Pam's like, you did a great job on that fax. And she's like, I didn't even, what did she say? She's like, I didn't even send it right. And he goes, hey, but you tried. And she goes, I sent it to the wrong number. And he's like, he does this moment where he like thinks about it. He's like, you got me now, Pam. And everybody's like trying to turn their butt away from him.
Yeah.
The double slap on Andy, and he just holds it. And Andy's like, what is happening? Hilarious.
So good.
How did that not make it in, by the way?
I don't know.
Just throw that shit in. I don't care how like crazy it is.
Yeah.
Oh,
all right. I get a point for that one.
That show is incredible.
Mm-hmm. All right. Next. So we got 4 total left.
Okay.
All right. Next is, who would be a better talk show host for the women?
Oh, damn it. I really wanted this to be guys. I could nail that. Okay. All right. Women.
All right. See, to be a talk show host, you have to have like a level of like confidence to you.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you can't be awkward, stumbling around on your own words. You have to know what you're talking about.
Unless you're Jimmy Fallon, then you can do it.
I mean, any of the talk shows.
I'm just kidding. He's so confidently dumb. That's Jimmy Fallon.
True. Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Conan is incredibly confident in himself.
That's true. Well, he went to Harvard.
Exactly.
So he's very smart.
But Jimmy Fallon is confidently dumb.
Mm-hmm.
He just laughs at everything. I love
Yeah,
those memes. It's like slaps desk.
Yeah. All right. So I think Charlize plays that.
I'm gonna help you here because I just don't think Anna has enough experience.
I'd rather watch one with Anna Kendrick.
Really?
To be fair, I think it'd be more fun.
I've seen
than
Anna in
talking.
interviews, and she just doesn't seem like she's.
That's true.
She just doesn't seem. I watch a lot of. I don't know why. I just watch a lot of actors' interviews because it's very interesting just to get to know them outside of their characters.
Yep.
And Anna's she feels so like she doesn't want to be in the interview. She's like,
Yeah, I gotcha.
Whereas I feel like Charlize would much. But then again, when Anna goes on talk shows, she's kind of funny. Like she feels kind of loose. But when you get her in a room with one person,
But she has to be running the thing.
yeah, I don't know if she can do that.
I think Charlize is more of a woman in charge.
Has the and she has the experience. She has some more years.
That's true.
Some more experience on Anna.
10, yeah.
So if we're going from like right now, Anna in like 10, 13, 20 years, she may be completely different. You never know.
Never know.
Never
As
know.
of right now.
But as right now, I think you got it.
Mm-hmm.
All right, how many do we have left?
We have 2 men and 1 woman left.
Okay. That's good.
We good?
That's good.
Okay. Who would play a better, for the men, John Wick? Speaking of, we forgot to mention, the Chapter 3 trailer came out this week.
Oh, yeah.
It's a lot of death.
I didn't watch it. We'll talk about it next week.
Yeah.
Okay.
So better John Wick.
Yeah.
Who plays a better, you kill my dog, I'm going to kill the entire mob, basically.
Okay, as far as like the gun fu stuff, it goes to Idris. I mean, he's literally played a movie,
The Dark Tower?
The Dark Tower, where he
Is
just
this
does
Gunslinger? Is that what it is?
Yeah, no, it's The Dark Tower, but
No.
he is the gunslinger.
The Gunslinger, yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Where he literally does that, and it's so good. that movie sucks ass, but man, is it good just to watch him sitting there and just pa 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 pa. So, and we've seen like Ryan does guns good, but he does realistic guns good. Do you know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay.
Like his stuff in Drive is really good, and his stuff in like The Place Between the Pines and Blade Runner 2049, that's all good, but it's not gun fu. You know what I mean?
I got you.
He's not killing 20 people with a clip of 8 bullets.
You
know? Yeah. So, but no, I just think this goes to Idris. I'm just gonna fight this out because I just want to see a movie with Idris Elba and John Wick just going to town. Can you imagine?
That'd be good.
He would just demolish people. You know how John Wick uses like little, like he'll use like a serving tray, for example, and he'll just throw it and hit a few dudes so that they're like out of the picture for a little bit. Idris would just chuck something and kill those two humans. Like they'd be dead. We don't even have to worry about them again. You know, John Wick would be like throw a dinner plate and then reload a gun and pop shoot them as they get up. You know,
right?
Idris would be like throw a brick right at a dude's face and he's like, that dude's dead. Moving on. Sorry, I just think
no, that's fine. I agree with that.
Okay, so we have 2 left.
All right, final woman.
You have to win both of these to tie it up.
Oh,
okay.
I'm gonna go ahead and say I don't. But all right, so for the final woman, it's host of a cooking show. That's not sexist. See, like cooking, like first off, you can't be racist.
There's a lot of both men and women cooking shows.
I know, but women's are so much better.
Absolutely. Bobby Flay is my favorite man cooking show, and anytime Gordon Ramsay is cooking, I can watch it. But other than that, it gets pretty bad pretty fast.
Mm-hmm. It's a big drop off.
It's a big drop off.
But all the women ones, they're just so much better.
Dude, who's your favorite woman cooking show to watch? Go.
Let's see. I mean, I'm gonna name some, and you're gonna help me name them. Okay. There's Paula Deen, Martha Stewart, Rachel Ray.
Martha Stewart, I don't think is a cook.
Which one's the racist?
It's Paula Deen.
Paula Deen.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Martha Stewart doesn't do cooking.
I'm pretty sure she does with Snoop Dogg.
You're right. I apologize. I've been corrected. Yeah. Moving on. Rachel Ray.
Who's
your favorite?
I don't know. I never really watched a lot of them. Yeah. Come to think about it.
Gita. Do you know what I'm talking about?
No, I don't.
The Italian woman.
Oh, really?
Do you know? You've never seen?
I don't.
What? Hold on a minute.
Actually, the one I watched the most was Alton Brown.
Dude, Alton Brown's a beast. Dude. Gita.
Okay.
Yes, please.
Okay. I think I've seen her.
Amazing.
Okay.
Her show is amazing. I go to City Barbecue every single Friday with the boys at work, right? And she's always at UNCC, and she's always on, and it's just like, yes,
nice.
Yes.
Gotcha.
Anna Kendrick would nail that. I would watch Anna Kendrick cook all day long, and I'll tell you why. 1, she's very pretty. She's very attractive to look at. Okay? I'm sorry. Paula Deen ain't doing it for me. Okay?
Wait, why is Paula Deen in this?
Because Paula Deen, she's like an old country woman. And it's just...
Reminds you of Mom.
I don't want my grandma... I don't know. I just don't like it. Like, Rachel Ray's pretty. I guess this is very, like, objectifying, isn't it? Jeez.
Yeah, dude.
I'm awful.
Yeah. Anyway, but so, like...
I also like Gita's cooking because it's not like Paula Deen where it's just like butter.
Anyway, have you seen the YouTube video of... It's a YouTube cooking show, but it's this... She was like an our age girl, but she had Tyler the Creator on and how to make the perfect waffles.
Yes.
That's what I picture Anna Kendrick's
That's
show
amazing.
I couldn't do that,
She would be
though.
I'd love it. She'd be so clumsy and like...
But if I'm trying to learn stuff as a cooking
you ain't trying
show...
to learn while watching a cooking show.
What?
How many people watch a cooking show and immediately go make that fucking recipe? Nobody.
I don't think that's the point of it, though. It's
to entertain.
I don't know.
It's what makes it entertaining?
I think it's more to learn. It doesn't come on like
really
Entertainment the network. It comes on like whatever networks.
It comes on Food Network. That's not
Food
fair.
Network.
I mean,
I think it's more of a learning.
I think if
thing.
you watch Alton Brown, you're trying to learn something.
I watch Gordon Ramsay videos to learn.
That's because you want to cook that whatever he's
not right then. Wherever I'm watching YouTube and be like, oh sweet, a new what's it called? If I wanted to make like one of his latest one was like donuts. If I wanted to make these at home donuts.
And you're just trying to learn some skills, huh?
Yeah, I'm learning skills. Like I learned how to make.
And so you think Charlize Theron
eggs.
would be a better teacher than Anna Kendrick?
Mm-hmm.
I think Anna Kendrick's show would be more entertaining.
I think that would get tiresome, but
you might be right. You might be right. All right.
Longevity.
Good fight.
Charlize.
Good fight.
Don't worry, you're gonna hit this next one. All right.
Good fight. I would. By the way, I would watch Anna Kendrick cook all day long. She's just.
Does Megan listen to this?
It would be hilarious. Oh, she knows. She knows.
It's funny.
I'm not like gonna. I don't. I just
everyone has like a celebrity crush.
Well, I also don't want to like have sex with Anna Kendrick. That's just
weird.
No,
that's weird.
I just like her as a person. Like I just like her personality. I like she's pretty and she's cool. You know what I mean?
Right.
I just think she would be a really cool person to hang out with. So if she put on a cooking show, I'd be like, it kind of feels like a podcast almost, where you're just sitting in a room watching them cook. You're like, oh, this is fun.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, nothing weird about it.
Yeah, like
I'm not gonna sit down and watch. Who's the girl that plays Valkyrie?
Tessa Thompson.
She's too aggressive for me. But her as that actress and that, perfect.
Right.
I'm not watching her cook. You know what I mean? She'd be like, put the garlic in it. Jesus. Tone it down a notch. You know what I mean?
Right.
Just not my style.
Okay. All right, you ready for the final one?
Yes.
All right. The men, Idris Elba versus Ryan Gosling.
Okay.
Who would be a better host of Family Feud?
Oh, damn.
Mm-hmm.
That is one hell of a final match right there.
And I put it last for a reason.
Okay. All right. All right.
So I'm going to give you credit for Idris Elba credit, not you.
Oh.
Steve Harvey's great in that role.
Yes.
So if you're trying to copy that.
You're saying because he's black.
But see, like, there's this certain vibe and, like, swagger that only seasoned black men have.
I totally agree with you.
You know what I'm saying?
Like, seasoned white men just don't have that.
Yeah, they're old and boring.
You know what's actually kind of worse? When you see an old white man that's like has swag and you're like, he's probably diddling his.
It's probably a pimp.
No, he's probably like sexually harassing his younger employee. You know, like Robert Kraft or something like that. Whereas like a old swagger black dude, you're like, that dude is cool. Mm-hmm. If he's got a little bit of gray in his beard, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like Steve Harvey, like dude's just.
It's either Bernie
cool.
Sanders or Steve Harvey. Like that's the spectrums.
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much.
Anyway, so I'm just saying, Idris Elba carries that same sort of.
Yeah, and he's not weird. He's charismatic and swagger and cool.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So now Ryan Gosling again, either 1A, 1B, or 1-2, most charismatic men probably in Hollywood.
Probably the most.
Yeah, I'm saying if it's not him, it's Idris.
Now, where I think yours might fall apart. If you put Ryan Gosling on Family Feud, there would never be a man in the family ever again. Because a family would be like, oh, we're going to go do Family Feud. And be like,
oh, so you want...
Is Ryan Gosling hosting?
That just means...
All women.
Numbers just...
All women. It's just 100% women. Because Jimmy would be like, hey, I'm pretty good at Family. You go, no. Stephanie's coming. And Stacy's coming. And Tracy's coming. Because we about to see ourselves some Ryan Gosling up here.
Yeah. So, I think viewer numbers would go up at that point, though. But, I was saying, like, Family Feud has, like, a small demographic of people that watch it. You know? But if you bring in Ryan Gosling, like, a lot of people are going to watch that. Old, young. But anyway.
I think you could hit... Now, okay, I think the thing that Steve Harvey does, neither of our characters could do.
No.
Because he's kind of like America's dad, right? And so when you say, like, penis in front of him, everybody's
what
like...
What the hell?
Exactly, right?
Yeah.
And then it flips over and Steve's like, I've been betrayed by my people. You know what I mean? And it's like, you can't, neither Idris nor Ryan is going to pull that off, right?
Yeah. I think Ryan could better.
I agree with that, but we're not trying to, we're not, I think Idris, now this may be strange. I think Idris's British accent helps him a lot here. Because I think a lot of things that come out of people in a British accent.
Oh, you paused after.
Sorry. I think a lot of things that come out of people's mouths in a British accent just comes off 10 times funnier because it's British. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it could.
And imagine someone's like, survey says, what do women love most in America? And someone's like, dick! And he would be like, did you just say Bellins? For fucking... it would just be hilarious, I think, personally.
I mean, I would say Ryan Gosling is just as good with comedy chops off the cuff.
Yeah, I'd agree.
Yeah. So I'm thinking Ryan Gosling could, unite all the past Family Feud host at once. He's like the weird old guy and the older ones where he would kiss every woman.
That dude's weird.
Yeah.
If you go back and watch those, that's freaky, man.
Yeah. So
he has the star power and women love that guy had.
Exactly.
All the women love that dude. He's got that.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay, so now we got.
But he can also bring the
what's that
charisma to.
Yeah, and a less creepy charisma, by the way. And then what's the middle guy? The guy from Tool Time?
Yeah, he's Al something.
Yeah, that guy.
That was his name. And
he was just he wasn't particularly funny, but he was just really nice. He was just a super nice guy, and he ran the show really well.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? He kept it moving and everything, and I think he could deliver that. And then I think the thing that I'm gonna give you the point because I like Ryan and I want him to be the host. I think Ryan would really let people have it when they gave him a stupid answer. He would just be like, "What are you talking about?"
Oh, I mean, have you seen some of his interviews?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he'll snap, clap back,
yeah,
real quick on someone with a dumb question.
I think so.
And I think that's what makes people love Steve Harvey is one, he gets offended, and two, he claps back. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He'll go, "You are dumb." What was that one where the lady kept just saying the same thing over and over and over again, and they eventually just went, okay. She kept saying different inflections of the same thing. And Steve was like, and then someone made it a meme where it keeps zooming in on his face and his eyes and mouth get all big and he's like, "What do you mean?"
Yes.
Oh man. All right.
I gotta go Ryan. I think.
Yeah, absolutely. You know what that means? It's a perfect tie. We'll have to finish this battle another day.
Yep. That's awesome.
We will have to do it again.
Yep.
That was good. That was fun.
That was fun. A lot funner than I expected.
Cool. All right, let's crank out this list, my dude.
Yes, sir.
So this is 10 movies.
Basically, we don't want it to die out. So we're gonna show our kids when they're.
We want them to go down a legacy, and most people probably won't let them go down a legacy.
Yeah, because there's so many movies.
Yeah.
In the world that they can get easily forgotten. So these are 5, right? You did 5.
My number 5 is hysterical.
Oh, mine is 2. Or if it's the same.
I don't even think it's made it the 10 years that it's been out. It's already dead.
Oh, all right. You go first then.
Okay. Scooby-Doo.
Oh,
dude,
a certain one.
1 and 2.
Okay.
I think they're both perfect films. Okay.
Why didn't you put in our perfect film list from a couple weeks ago?
I'm just kidding. They're not perfect films. But man, the fact that they got made is a fucking miracle. A miracle. Scooby-Doo literally looks copied and pasted in every single scene. You can see the outline around him.
Yeah.
It's it is a miracle that those ever got made. And they're funny. And they're fun.
They're very funny.
And they definitely don't capture the kids solving crimes because they go way too big, way too fast on both of them. But somehow some way they rein it in and make a decent kid movie out of it. And
That's
man,
true.
my kids are gonna be watching some shitty
Right.
2004 Scooby Doo.
You want to show them what? Because by the time they're old, like we're gonna say like 15.
Yeah.
And when our kids are 15, they're gonna be like this perfect CGI. You know.
Oh, dude, they're like
And
this
then
next
you're gonna
Scooby-Doo
show 'em
this
Scooby-Doo?
next Scooby Doo movie that's gonna come out. They're gonna be like, they're probably not even gonna be able to tell that it's not a real dog on the screen.
Yeah.
You know.
And you remember in Scooby Doo those like demon monsters? They're CGI.
Which one?
Monster Island.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, they're bad. It's
Terrible. Like when she like takes her face off at him.
I think we talked about this, but like the person doing the lighting on all CGI characters there just needs to be fired. Because it'll be a dark room, no lights, scary, and Scooby-Doo looks like he's out on a sunny, bright day.
Yeah.
Like, there's no shadows on him. And I'm sure that's a, what do you call it? An ability of the computers of the time.
Right.
Probably also the budget of a Scooby-Doo, a live-action Scooby-Doo movie.
And you remember Scrappy Doo at the end of that too? When he got all big?
His head gets all messed up. And that movie is nuts.
I know.
All right, what you got?
My number 5. Nacho!
That's your number 5? I feel disgraced.
Okay.
I feel disgraced. Dude, absolutely.
Yeah, so we love that movie. And Jack Black's getting older now.
You showed it to me, and I am a staunch defender of that movie.
Oh, yes.
It is so good.
Yes. So Jack Black's older now. He's not doing as many movies.
Yeah.
But considering this is like a Nickelodeon movie,
it's good.
Astonishing.
It's
so good.
Short, sweet, to the point, and it's funny.
There
are jokes in there.
So quotable. Probably the most quotable movie ever.
There are jokes in there that just right over kids' head. And there's so many subtle little, like, how did you find me? We saw you from the village. And he turns over. Hey, Nacho. Bueno. Bueno. Like, that is one of my favorite parts of the movie. And it's just like, the comedic timing, the cuts.
Yeah.
Okay? That movie should have won an editing Oscar, okay? If fucking Bohemian Rhapsody can win for having 300 cuts every 2 minutes, the comedic timing of the cuts of this movie should win it an Oscar.
See, I have a little thing to go with this, because
okay,
Jack Black might not be relevant in 15 years.
He is right now. He's cranking those YouTube
I know,
views.
but like acting-wise and to the kids, right?
Yeah.
And he's got like this such presence about him. Like, let me read this off to you. It was on iFunny.
Yes.
Jack Black is literally the only human that never needs any context from me. I could see him going anywhere and doing anything. Like, if I got abducted by aliens and saw him just wandering around the spaceship, putting bugle chips on his fingers to make it look like he has claws, I'd be like, that's some classic Jack Black shit right there. Not even question it.
Yeah, for real. Like, anywhere you go, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, if I just went anywhere in the world and Jack Black was there, I'd be like, yeah, that makes sense.
No matter what he does, it's like, that's some classic
if he's
shit.
running around naked in a fucking Buddhist temple in China, I'm like, ha! It's Jack Black, dude. Jack Black. Look at him go. That's the most accurate iFunny tweet or whatever it is I've ever seen.
Post, whatever, yeah. Wherever they stole it from.
Probably Reddit.
Probably.
But knowing Reddit people are funny as hell. Okay.
Your number 4?
My number 4 is Shrek.
Ah, that's a good one.
And I think Shrek is surviving.
I think it will.
I think it is, and I think they're trying to make a new one. But
yeah.
The original Shrek is so good. I'll give you a personal. In fifth grade, they gave you Spanish.
Yeah.
And we had to watch Shrek in Spanish.
Oh.
And I didn't even care that I had no subtitles or anything. I didn't even care because I basically knew every single line in that movie. You know what I mean? Like, and the whole class was going, I'm going to make waffles. You know what I mean? It's like, it's so easy. Yep. And they're singing the song. It's in Spanish, no subtitles. We have no idea what's going on. It's 5th grade. We didn't learn a lick of... the thing I remember from 5th grade Spanish is azul and rojo. That's it.
Blue and red.
Okay? And amarillo. Okay?
Yep.
That's it. That's all I remember from that class. And probably uno, dos, tres, cuatro, right? But I knew how to make it through the entire Shrek dialogue in Spanish because that movie is just so good, and I watched it so many times as a kid, and my kids need to see it.
Nice.
It's a classic. All right, what you got?
Number 4, personal favorite of mine, Pacific Rim.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. So not a good movie by any means.
No.
It's fun.
Not plot-wise or anything like that, but it is good. It's a fun watch.
It's very fun. It's got Idris Elba.
Hey.
Very charismatic man.
By the way, someone told me, like, you need to watch Pacific Rim, and I was like, okay. I just started watching it. I was like, is that Idris Elba? Whoa!
Well, he's got one of the best, like, speeches in movie history.
Absolutely, dude.
Yeah, I mean, there's not a whole lot of, like, giant robots fighting movies.
That are good.
Or, like, as realistic as this could seem.
Yeah, I like how slow they are.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? It doesn't feel Yeah, like when they swing a sword, like it looks like they're in half speed, but that's just how. I mean, realistically, it would never happen, but it feels natural. Or like when he picks up a giant ship tanker and he's trying to like move it, it takes some effort, you know?
Yep.
Versus just being like, bang, you know, it just doesn't feel.
Yeah, like Gundam or any other like anime sort of thing where they're all like ninjas.
Yeah,
you know?
And it's got Guillermo del Toro behind it, so it's clearly decent.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? The writing and the plot may not be there, but
that's not what you go into a giant movie
or the
robot for.
Man, I tell you what, some of the acting in that movie is stiff. But yeah, for sure, I like that one.
Well, that's just a personal favorite for mine.
I think you'll like my number 3. Ready Player One.
Oh.
And the reason I want Ready Player One to go down is because 1, it's not a great movie. 2, it doesn't follow the book at all, which I kind of didn't like, but
a lot of people.
But
would.
it is so like nostalgia trip. You know what I mean? And just imagine showing that to your kid, and they're gonna be like that. I mean, they're basically gonna live in that world almost. They're gonna have VR. It may not be as crazy, but they're gonna have VR. They're gonna be playing video games.
I mean, they're like almost already is.
Yeah, like their what do you call it? Pre-game lobby is gonna be like they're gonna be able to walk around and like high five their teammates and shit. It's gonna be like that, right?
Yeah,
it's coming. And so to be like, this is a movie about the future, right?
Yeah.
And these are the characters I love. You know what I mean? Like, there's Deadpool. Look at that. You know?
Oh, like all the characters.
Look, there's the Batmobile. Look at that shit. You know what I mean? It's like, look, the Iron Giant. You know? Yeah. Mega Godzilla. Look, it's Joust. You have no idea what Joust is, do you?
Exactly.
Yeah, I just think that would be super cool.
Yeah,
you know,
that would be. Yeah.
Plus, it's a halfway decent movie.
Yeah, it's fun to watch.
Great.
It's fun to watch.
Definitely fun to watch. Mm-hmm. All right, what you got?
My number 3 is A Knight's Tale.
Oh.
All right. So, I would honestly say like medieval movies have like died out.
Absolutely.
Like no one's really putting effort towards. That's true. No one's putting effort to make them anymore. Mm-hmm. And if there's one type of medieval movie I'd want them to see, it's this. I was also thinking like Monty Python, but but that's harder to watch. It's harder to watch for younger.
Yeah, especially today's humor. It just kind of like it's very dry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Knight's Tale, it's very funny.
Oh yeah.
It's got soundtrack. It's even got a little like fourth wall breaks in it too. So.
Absolutely, and it's got two of the best actors around in it.
Yeah.
You know, like Paul Bettany is still doing his thing.
Yeah.
And Heath Ledger did his thing. Mm-hmm. You know, and is one of the greatest. So
as like a period piece, like,
for sure,
this is the one I would want them to.
Yeah, and you know, be like, you know, this is our Armie Hammer. This is our. I'm trying to think of actors that'll be famous.
Michael B. Jordan.
This is our Michael B. Jordan. This is our, you know, these are our legends back in our day. These are our, who am I thinking of? The girl, or not a girl. These are our Tom Hollands. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
I think he's gonna be huge. I mean, he's doing movies left and right. So yeah. All right. Nice. My number 2 kind of leads in, and I would actually show it before my number 3, and that is The Iron Giant. Because all kids need to watch The Iron Giant to learn the true meaning of friendship and sacrifice. Okay?
Yeah.
All right. And The Iron Giant is a great place to start. It's a good dry run for, you know, the dog, right? Like things die.
Oh, like mortality.
And then the dog is a good dry run for grandma. You know. I take no credit for that bit. That's a Louis C.K. bit.
Oh.
He does it very funny. But yeah, so it teaches a lot of things. You know what I mean? It teaches mortality. It teaches friendship. It teaches loss. You know, it's good. It's just good, and it's a fun movie too.
It was very fun.
Yeah,
A classic.
yeah.
Ready for my number 2?
Yeah.
All right. So, as a kid, I was a huge Star Wars fan. Now, I can't stand it. Okay? So, if there's... Cause,
I almost put this movie on.
do you know what I'm going to say?
Oh, maybe. Is it a movie or is it a TV show?
Both. All right. So...
I do know what it is.
It is Star Wars The Clone Wars.
Okay.
So, the movie or the TV show.
Yeah.
So, if... I'd rather show that... show this to my children than the prequels.
Yeah.
Because they serve the same purpose.
I would show them 3. 3's pretty interesting.
Yeah.
But 3's also like...
Well, because 3 shows like the turn to the dark side, which Clone Wars doesn't necessarily do.
Yeah. I think Clone Wars is perfect because you get to see Anakin be an actual Jedi.
Mm-hmm.
Which I always hated about the prequels. Is like, it jumps from 2, where he's still a Padawan, to like... Oh, we've been doing cool shit. I'm like, where's all that? I want to see that.
Exactly.
Why'd you make the Clone Wars? There's this boring pile of shit when you could have shown us some escapades of Anakin and Obi-Wan.
Obi-Wan.
And
Yeah.
I want to see Obi-Wan in his like general armor. You know what I mean? Not his fucking Jedi.
Yeah.
Don't even get me
So,
started. I'm
Clone
just
Wars.
so glad we have the Clone Wars.
Clone Wars is a better prequel. So.
Absolutely. Yeah, and the Clone Wars is an amazing show. Like, it's way too good for what it is.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It has no. I say this a lot about a lot of shows because they just have no right being good, but it's just got the right people behind it. You know what I mean? Star Wars could make a cartoon show and anybody would watch it because it's Star Wars. But the fact that people got behind it and made it something interesting and good, it's like, hell yeah, Star Wars.
Yeah, I mean, it even makes you feel because whenever, is it Kit Fisto or some other guy where he has like that aviator thing on his face permanently, the Jedi?
That's I'm a Gundy.
Yes, him. And he's like in a ship with 3 other clones, and he's like, "We're just clones, sir. We're meant to be expendable." He says, "Not to me," and he's trying to save them. You know?
Yeah. Do you know what I'm a Gundy stands for?
What?
I'm a gonna die.
Oh,
Because he dies. Dead ass.
Yeah. Kit Fisto's the one with the long head, right?
Yes.
Yeah. The little like fishtail.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Then there's I'm a Gundy.
I always liked
Ayla
Ayla
Secura.
Secura. Yeah.
Yeah. And then there's
Kowloon. That's who I'm thinking of.
Plo Koon.
Plo Koon. Him too.
Kowloon. Who's the I guess that's Ayla Secura. No? Ahsoka Tano.
Ahsoka Tano. Yeah.
She's dope. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I think we've covered it.
Yeah.
I mean,
I think there's one more.
no, there's Qui-Gon and then there's Mace Windu.
I'm just thinking of Lego Star Wars. Ones I remember.
There's a blue guy.
That's Kit Fisto.
Okay. All right. Never mind. We're
I don't know.
That's our shitty Jedi talk for the day.
Yes.
My number one's the Nacho Libre.
Nacho!
Dude, Nacho Libre, I've watched it a few times since being like a good movie fan. It's a pretty perfect movie. I'm not gonna lie.
It's got
good pacing.
Mm-hmm.
It's got good jokes. It has a decent story with a good moral like dilemma to it.
Mm-hmm.
It has a funny, interesting, good love story to it, right? With actual like stakes. It's got good stakes and reasonings for why they can't. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
And what's it called? Multiple characters have arcs.
Yeah.
They have arcs.
Yeah.
Stuff that real fucking movies can't get right.
Yep.
Right? Where a character goes from one state to another state, right? And learns throughout the movie.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Again, this is a Nickelodeon movie.
A fucking Nickelodeon movie about a wrestler.
His
and the kids.
monk.
I mean, the church people learn to be more accepting.
Uh-huh.
Nacho learns to not fight for pride, but fight for to
The
help other
orphans.
people. And El Scalito learns to not be greedy and
like compassion. Yeah.
And he learns compassion. It's like there's literal arcs in this movie. It's perfect.
Yeah.
It's perfect, and it's fucking funny, dude. It's funny.
And we'll be quoting it till the day we die. So.
Absolutely. Gave me no equal power. Dude,
like,
it's just so good.
Also, you sent me a picture of it's like the only man that can defeat Thanos, and it was Nacho doing his eagle glide.
Yeah, where he's like full arms out, flying towards Thanos.
And I texted you back and it said he's the Mexican Black Panther. Like honestly.
Have you seen the memes where like it's talking about Ant-Man when he goes up Thanos?
Yeah, his butt. Yeah. Those are all great.
The one it's Shaq like super.
Have you seen that interview? It was his Hot Ones. It was Shaq on Hot Ones.
Oh yeah.
That was such a good episode.
I thought you meant like they interviewed Scott or Paul Rudd, and he was like, "Oh yeah, I go up Thanos' butt." I was like, "What? When did I miss this?"
Right. That's funny.
Oh man, that movie's gonna be a riot. It's gonna be nuts.
Yeah,
bring the tissues.
Ready for my number one?
Yeah.
All right. This one's like really out of left field, but I just really enjoy this movie, and I'm pretty sure you've forgotten about it already. 9.
Ooh, that's your number one.
Yeah.
I think because it is forgotten.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't forget about it, man. I tell you what.
Okay, go ahead.
9. That's the first movie, and it could be stated that it got me into movies. That's the first movie that I saw the trailer for, didn't go see it in theaters, and the literal day that it came out on DVD, I popped that sucker in. My parents stopped watching it, and I was fucking in it. I was enthralled. Yeah. I was like, "This is dope.
Yeah,
this is awesome.
I love it's so cool. Like the art design and like just the general idea behind it.
Yeah, and the story's like really kind of out there, especially for kids.
Yeah, I mean, it even teaches like death. So
for sure.
Well, it's like transferring your soul into these dolls.
It's a crazy movie. There's no question about that. It's good too.
Yeah. Well, it's even got like the machine takeover sort of vibe too.
Yeah.
So,
man,
it's a really good movie.
Yeah, it is. I forgot about that.
Yep.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Pretty good.
I got one thing.
Go ahead.
What were you gonna say?
We'll have our list for next week.
Okay. What's our list?
It's gonna be fads, so like movies or TVs that we got left behind in, something we never really got into that's like super popular.
Okay. I already have 2 or 3.
Me too.
Came off the top of my head.
Me too.
Okay. Give me 2 seconds here. Okay, we kind of discussed this already, but we had a question from a viewer, and they wanted us to answer it. So he wants to know, how do we think they're going to implement the X-Men into the MCU now that the Fox merger is done? Like I said, we kind of already discussed this, but we didn't really go too deep. So
right. See, because we had that long-standing bet of the post-credit scene.
Yes.
And I predicted like Charles and like Magneto would show up at Captain America's funeral.
Yeah.
So, but I don't know if they can do that in the time frame.
But see, that's the funny thing about Marvel.
They could do something before. They showed Spider-Man before getting the rights for it, I'm pretty sure.
Well, they just kind of went, Sony, come on. You know what I mean? And they could go the same thing with Fox. Like, we're going to buy you. Do you mind if we use your character? Like, you know what I mean? And I'm sure Fox would be like, it might drum up more publicity for Dark Phoenix at that point.
That's true.
Could.
So that's like my number one theory.
I don't think they're going to.
What?
I don't think they're gonna implement the X-Men for a long time. I think Marvel is smart, and I think they know that there has been viewer fatigue when it comes to the X-Men movies, and I think they're gonna put them on the back burner, and I think they're gonna implement them one by one, very slowly. So I think they're
sort of like a Falcon or Winter Soldier. Like one will show up in someone else's movie,
or kind of like a Quicksilver, Scarlet Witch kind of thing, where they're kind of secondary characters and they start to move up in the ranks and become more important to the point where she is the one person that can destroy the stone. You know what I mean? To save everyone.
Right.
Like, she definitely went from being, okay, I guess I'll be an Avenger, to, like, being prominent in the new movie, you know? Not that I like that particularly, but
right.
I think they'll very, very, very slowly. I don't think they're moving the X-Men into the universe.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, see, like with mine, it's more of like a hint, like a nod towards
they're coming.
I
like yours. I think that would be, dude. If the camera panned, and there's the X-Men rolling up to Captain America's
wheelchair pun
funeral, that would just open the floodgates to what's potentially to come.
Yeah,
you know. But I think, and you can tell this by the movies that they've really been pushing. You know what I mean? With them pushing like Doctor Strange and Captain Marvel and Guardians of the Galaxy and stuff like that, I think they're going more towards the spectral realm, right? They're going more towards this magic in space, which I think is a good idea, first off, because Earth is getting fucking boring, okay? I'm tired of protecting Earth.
That's true.
So...
Well, and we'll have a list. I did all the planning and stuff. When we do our Infinity War episode... No, when we do... Our list for our Endgame episode will be what's next. Things we want or think will be next. So
I think they'll do the Fantastic Four.
I think they'll do that first. I think that's smart.
Because sadly, Fantastic Four is one of the most selling comic books and one of the biggest influences on most. I mean,
that and Spider-Man.
Most of the Marvel stuff they've done so far has a lot to do with the Fantastic Four. So Civil War and Infinity Gauntlet and all that has a lot to do with them. And if they start to do like Secret Wars and crazy shit like that, Skrull Invasion, they're gonna need to have the Fantastic Four in there,
right?
Unless they completely change the story like Civil War, you know.
Right.
So,
gotcha.
So I know it's not like the best answer. It's not like a set in stone. Like this is how they're gonna implement it. But it's
mine kind of was, but it's not like
it's gonna be a trickle down effect. I think everyone wants it to be like, you know what I mean?
Announce X-Men.
Yeah,
I was gonna say a thing, but I'm pretty sure that was already one. X-Men Forever.
It's just not gonna happen. Yeah. Because Marvel knows what they're doing. They're gonna brew on it. They're gonna marinate it.
Do you think they'll do something like Spider-Man? Because they were like Spider-Man Homecoming. Like they already gave it a title name instead of just Spider-Man or something. Where he was already established sort of thing. Be like, y'all know who the X-Men are by now. We're just gonna do a movie, not an origin. If they do an X-Men movie.
There's well, then what are you gonna do? You're gonna origin all the X-Men?
Oh, you know what?
What?
Because I'm pretty sure they said Ryan Reynolds is the only person that's gonna carry over. Just do X-Force.
Yeah, but they've already established that universe as being crazy and funny and not serious.
No, but I'm pretty sure Ryan Reynolds is the only person, 100%, agreed to come over to Disney.
So they're gonna drop the actor that plays like the Lucky Girl and all that.
I don't know. It just happened, so you never know.
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, Josh Brolin can't. He can't be like Cable. Just get Brad Pitt to do Cable. Honestly. He was supposed to be Cable, so.
And they look the same. And they've changed actors before.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Hulk is now Bruce Banner. I mean,
Hulk
is now Mark Ruffalo. So.
And War Machine.
Yeah.
I think that'd be cool. X-Force. Bring in some X-Men to help Deadpool.
I think you just stay away from Wolverine for a long time.
Yeah, that'd be...
Because you're not going to make a better Wolverine.
You're not going to make... And he ain't going to suit back up, so... Hugh Jackman, that is.
I think he might do an Old Man Logan.
He just did.
That was a play on Old Man Logan.
Oh, okay. I got you.
The real Old Man Logan is like him and I forget who it is. Do a road trip. Yeah, him and Hawkeye do. Oh, imagine they take like fucking nuts Ronin and get Hugh Jackman back, and they do like
both matching haircuts.
Oh, that would be funny. Okay. Yep. So, sadly, I think it's gonna be a trickle down, real slow. I don't think anything crazy is gonna happen.
Right.
I would love to see them roll up. That's if Captain America dies at all.
I mean, it doesn't have to be Captain America. It could be like Iron Man.
We heard the rumors that hey, this is my last day of filming, and then it's like he's right back to filming.
Yeah, I've also heard he could just hang up the mantle and try to live a normal life again.
Or become, what's that guy's name?
Rogue? No. Renegade? No. I know.
It's not Ronin, is it?
No, shoot. I know what you're going to say.
Piss.
I know.
Oh, it's like right on the tip of my tongue.
I know.
Well, that's the show.
Yeah.
You got anything else?
I don't think so. Oh, next week we're doing Black Panther and Ant-Man and the Wasp.
Okay. Gotcha.
Mm-hmm. Dude, this is aggravating me. I can't figure it out. Figure it out. Dun, 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 dun. Bump, banana. I can't find it.
What does it start with?
Dude, I can't believe I can't figure it out. Are you still recording?
Yep.
Oh. Nomad.
Nomad. If you're still here, if you're still listening to dead silence, his name's Nomad. Okay, bye.
Bye.